Hello everyone, it's your options guy. Welcome back to another video. Man, we're so close to 40, we can basically touch it, taste it, smell it. I feel like 40 is inevitable for this week. So anyways, take a quick look at my portfolio. So I'm at 126. This should actually be 136 right now, but I did take out 10,000 in the morning. I had a little bit of a family emergency situation, so I had to take out some money. Normally I don't ever take money. The last time I took out money was 2,500 a couple of weeks ago. And so I expect to put it back. So luckily I think there's no issues with the family emergency thing. So I'll eventually put that 10,000 back in. The thing that sucks though is that I have to wait I can't just cancel the transaction. I have to wait for Robinhood to give me the money, which will be like next week. That's when I expect to see the funds at my account. And then I have to transfer it back. So just keep in mind that basically I have this 126 plus 12,500. So I'm really close to 150,000, which is my goal. I'm trying to get there by March, mid-March, which is basically like when I started last year. So trying to get a full year with 100,000 in gains. So right now I'm at 87,000 in gains. I'm really close. So anyways, I'm still holding strong. Until we get to 40 at least. I feel that 40 is definitely around the corner. I've been saying it for like a couple days now. Okay, so let's answer a question that I've been getting quite a little bit lately. So should you hold options through earnings? So if your options is expiring next week, I think that's a really risky play. Personally, I wouldn't do that. Normally what I do is I sell options, I sell calls and puts. I've been doing that a lot with Tesla before, and now I'm doing that with Palantir, and I've been doing that like pretty consistently, except this week. This week is kind of earnings week, so I kind of don't want to do that. That's why I bought calls last week, which is good because I'm up 50% of my calls. So just keep in mind that it's really risky because even if we do really good in earnings, the stock might just tank just because, even though we did really well, which I think we are gonna do really well. So it could just drop, and then that would hurt your calls. Another thing that would hurt your calls is even if we do well and we only go up like another dollar or two, I think that you're gonna get hit by IB crush. If you don't know what IB crush is, that basically means implied volatility just drops. It could go from 150% to 90%, and because of that move, it drops the value of your contracts and your options. So you would need the stock to rise a significant amount in order to cover for that IB crush. So just keep in mind that's kind of risky. If you have shares or if you have options that are expiring like further out in the future, I think you're fine. I would actually see like a dip as a buying opportunity after earnings if it does dip. I know personally that I would want to buy in on that dip. So my game plan right now is because I do have all my money in it, I'm expecting to kind of exit between 40 and 41. It depends on what's happening that day. If that day it seems like it's still surging, I'm just gonna let it ride until it stops basically. But I do expect to get out at 40 or 41. However, most likely gonna do some other plays with Palantir still. So I'm still gonna use all my money in Palantir for the most part, and possibly even all of it. And I'm probably gonna sell puts, which basically means I'm trying to get in at a lower price, and I'm gonna get paid while I'm waiting. So basically just restarting my strategy that I've been doing. Or I may just sell all my calls, obviously, because I want to sell those calls because they're expiring within a couple weeks. And I might sell some shares that have a margin, and then just sell some calls, which I think I might get like 12,000 next week with the amount of shares that I have. So just sell some covered calls, and with that extra money that I'm getting rid of with my calls and my margin, I'm gonna use that if there's a dip, just in case, if there is a dip. I'm not expecting a big dip with this whole lockup expiration thing, and I'm not really expecting it to be a big dip. If there is a big dip, I'm not expecting it to last that long. So just be watchful, because I know there's a lot of people that are watching in case the lockup expiration dip happens. A lot of people are gonna jump in. And then there's some other crazy people, like some crazy Palantir bears that are saying that this is gonna go back to 17 and stuff like that, which is kind of stupid because they get these price targets based on what analysts tells them. So they're basically like just being sheep at that point. Like, don't be a sheep and don't just follow what analysts tell you. And especially if these analysts, like, I don't know, to me, most analysts just have an agenda. They're writing up an article for a reason. So that's just like, there's very few journalists nowadays who actually do some due diligence just to do it, you know. Mostly everyone does work based on either someone telling them to do that or because they want to get some value out of that, you know. It's hardly ever where someone's just like, you know what, I'm gonna write up an article about Palantir and just do some research on Palantir and just write my thoughts out. That doesn't happen nowadays. It's more like, you know what, this stock is going up way too fast and there's a lot of retail investors that are already in it, and I'm gonna write some crazy article, give it some downgrade. Even though I'm gonna raise the price, I'm still gonna downgrade the stock just to like scare some people, and I'm gonna announce that I'm short selling the stock just to scare people even more, and then I'm gonna get it, you know. That's basically what I see, and more often than not, that is the truth. So don't be a sheep, don't be a Palantir bear that thinks this is gonna go to 15 or 17, especially after like a week that you're expecting like a, I don't know, 50 or 80% drop. So that's kind of crazy. So I'm still holding strong. I'm gonna hold strong at least till 40, because I see 40 that's gonna happen anytime soon. So anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.